Hello, everyone. Welcome to session one. Yeah, I know it's kind of out of nowhere. Had no backstory into it, no info about it, but this is something that I've honestly wanted to do for a while. And what you might be thinking is, well, what's a session one? What are these sessions all of a sudden? Well, it's pretty much kind of like a podcast, but instead of calling it a podcast, I call it a session. Now, podcasts to me are kind of like, well, they can take however long they want to take. Sessions to me are kind of timed, planned out, and something that isn't just kind of out of nowhere. Even though it is kind of spontaneous with how I will be talking during these sessions. And what these are mainly to do is to just give awareness or even just give people something to listen to, possibly even something that they want to invest their time in, because what these sessions are meant to do is I'm going to try to get topics from people, either with me asking them or just someone sending in a topic and wanting me to talk about it. And I feel like this is something I've always wanted to do, but instead of calling it a podcast, I call it a session. Now, this is session one, and for every session, there's just going to be one main topic that I talk about for pretty much exactly 15 minutes. The 15 minutes hasn't started yet, but before I do, I just want to let you know the topic and where and who I got my topic from. So the topic is about college, and I got this topic from Buggy. Most of you might know him as Fluffy Marco, Bugs. If you do watch my YouTube channel or watch all the 2K videos, he's pretty much in every single one of them. He's a good friend of mine, and shout out to Buggy for giving me this topic. Really appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and start the 15 minutes right about now. So for these 15 minutes, I will be talking about college. Now, college for me has always been something that's always been on my mind. Ever since I was little, I was told a lot by my parents that it's college is kind of something I always have to work for. And even though back when I was younger, when I would think, well, how special can college be? Well, that's when you're younger and you're not close to it and you start to think, well, it's going to be a really long time before I even have to start thinking about it. Truly. And something I'm actually glad that I didn't really put it aside. Like it was always on my mind and I always kind of had a game plan for what I wanted to do down there. But as I got older, I started to learn a lot more about college, what it's like. I watched a lot of movies where it's kind of like set in a college and college students, and I honestly I fell in love with it. It's kind of like high school just restarted. And I got to tell you that's something I've really wanted to do is kind of restart my high school career because there's so many things that I feel like I just wasted. Didn't really get to, didn't put my full effort into, and it makes me sad knowing that there's going to be so many times that I regret not doing something, but I'm glad that I still went out and did most of the stuff I did because, well, there's no point of even going to high school then if you are going to try to get involved, try to have fun, and try to live life. Now, college is coming very soon. I'm a senior this year in high school, and I'm going to be headed to my dream college. I've actually had this college on my mind for as long as I can remember, but it's always been there because of the town. Well, not really a town. It's kind of like a small city in a way. But this college, it's my dream. I've always wanted to live down in the little city that it has. I actually know people that are going down there or are already down there, and I feel that it's kind of just the perfect place for me because I love my little town that I live in right now. It's so easy to just get around, even though they're not a whole lot of opportunities out here. I feel as if it's good because no matter what happens out here, you're probably just going to be a part of it. And it gives me a lot of memories, and I'm pretty grateful to have grown up in a small town, but there's a lot of times where well, I wish I lived in a big city. But the thing is, the big city, I feel like I'm not truly meant for. So this dream college that I'm going down to has the perfect little city to me. It's not a big city, but it's also not a small town. It's just right. College, I have gotten some scholarships to this dream college. It's a big plus, especially when you get scholarships to go anywhere. Honestly, you better take them because scholarships don't just come around that easy. You got to work for them, and I'm glad that I did. It's kind of those long-term goals, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like long-term goals where, oh, if I do this in 4 years, it'll be worth it. I just want it to be worth now, you know. I'm not a very patient person. I tend to just want to get stuff done. Just want something to happen right away. And I can't wait. It's going to be truly a new experience. I feel like culture is going to be a lot different. I feel like I might make some memories that I never got to make in high school. I feel like I'll actually get those opportunities that I always wanted and wished that I had back in high school. Now I've only got probably 3 months left of high school. Um, I've got accepted into there. I've got all these grades. I've got college classes going right now, concurrent enrollment in high school to hopefully just help me down there. And the thing I want to major in down in college is cinematography. It's ironic, isn't it? um, I mean, I've always wanted to be either behind the screen or be behind the scenes, in the scene, just a part of film, video, movies. It's always been within me to be a part of a show, of a project with film, of anything. And this has came just from me and my dad bonding over watching movies so many times when I was younger, quoting movies all the time, using references. It's another level of just, it's just another level of understanding when I get to say something and he gets it. He gets to say something and I get him. I don't get that with anyone else, and I think that's what's truly made it special for me. Um, Another thing was that when I was younger, I didn't know what the whole movie making, video making major was. So I just went with zoology because I also love animals. And it's kind of funny because I used to watch a lot of like that Steve Irwin stuff, R.I.P. But I really loved that you could record yourself or have a camera crew record yourself out in the wild with animals, and it was so interesting to me because it's something you never get to see, and to be on the screen with those animals, I feel like that's kind of just the dream. Now the thing is, for me, I don't think I'd be able to just go into my backyard, make a video, and find an alligator. I wouldn't be able to do that, but I can definitely go and try to make some other things with film. And that's why I've, become so devoted. Well, I used to be. I used to be really devoted to the whole YouTube thing. It's always been a dream because I loved watching YouTube videos when I was younger, and I never really realized how bad I wanted to be a YouTuber until just a few years ago. And I'm glad that I did it because it has made so many memories. And the funny thing is, I know it'll never be taken away from me. I know, oh, I remember that one time where we did this. It's probably on my YouTube channel. I can just go find it. My friends actually followed me into this. One of my good friends, Brian, um, he did the same thing. When I started my YouTube channel, he felt inspired by me to start his own. And he did his thing, man. I mean, he was going off. We were both going off. Just recently, he hit a huge growth spurt with his channel. I mean, he used to make diss tracks. He used to do giveaways and stuff, and I just remember seeing it in person and then getting to see it on YouTube. I thought it was so cool that I could actually search up my friend's channel name, go to his videos and say, I know that guy. That authenticity of actually having someone that I know being a YouTuber is actually out there. It was truly special for me. And I'm just glad that I've kept on going with it. I know that I definitely could have been at a different level by now, especially if I never stopped live streaming, because live streaming saved my channel. My channel was probably pretty alive in the first year I made it, but then after I kind of stopped making videos for quite possibly a year and a half. Then I came back and I said, you know what, I'm not going to make videos, I'm going to live stream. Live streamed, and I just did it every day. And I did it just because I didn't know what could happen. And it wasn't like, oh, I had to record, then go and edit something. No, it was just, it always recorded whatever I was doing. And it was always being shown out to the world. And I felt, man, that's so much easier than trying to make a video, edit, upload, all this other stuff. I feel like, yeah, live streaming is way easy. And the experience I had with live streaming, it was unbelievable. I met so many people that I just developed a strong relationship with, like Sean, Light Skin Sean, um, Simply Toxic. There's so many. Trent, telling you, there's so many people that I met, and I can just keep going on and on and on. But I mean, the memories, they'll never be taken away. And the best thing is, they're not just memories. I can go back and see them. Yeah, there's a bunch of live streams, but if I had no time, if I had nothing to do, and I had all the time in the world, I would probably go back on my YouTube channel and look and see what memories I made. And it's just that special feeling that hits me every time when I'm making a video. And that's what's really made me want to go to college and major in cinematography. Now, the classes down there for this school, top notch. I'm so glad I'm actually going here. They have, it seems that they have so many good classes that I'm actually interested in to get my degree. I don't know exactly what degree I want, but here's the big drawback though. With cinematography, it's not like you can just go somewhere and apply. You kind of have to be a spark plug. You have to be able to just fit in anywhere. You have to definitely be able to just say yes to everything. Because you don't want to lose opportunity, because I feel like opportunity is something that I probably won't get a lot with cinematography. And I hope to start small and just gain experience, gain skill, knowledge, get to know more people, and really build my level of film up to where maybe I'm even involved with feature films, shows, stuff like that, man. It's just the sky's the limit. And I just know I gotta start small. And I know I said before I'm not patient, but if I want to do this, if I really want to make it to those levels, I have to be patient. And I'm trying to see if this works. So I think I might have caused a problem. Not entirely sure. No, looks like I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. I accidentally tapped my controller. But back on what I was talking about, cinematography is definitely something I've got to work my way into. I want to start small, like with maybe working for schools, weddings, stuff like that. You try to hopefully make good money out of it too. Because I know, if with anything, honestly, the higher the level of job you have, the more money you're gonna get. That's just a known fact. But the thing is, I just hope I can stay sufficient and make sure I never run out of the drive or money to be like, oh, I have to give it up now because it's not paying the bills. I don't want that to happen. So I've really got to put in the time and effort. And I feel like I definitely have it in me to do it. I feel like my ideas, I think about it all the time. I always thinking about, oh, I'm listening to this one song and I'm like, man, I can make an awesome music video to this. It's just in me. And I don't know about you, but when you listen to all of this and you get that special feeling, just go for it. And the one thing I'm going to make sure I do is to never give up. Because if I don't give up, there's no way I can be stopped. It's just, I'm excited. I cannot wait for college. It's going to be awesome. And that is time. That has been 15 minutes with me talking about the first topic. Well, not the first topic, but talking in the first session, because every session has a topic. And I'd like to thank Buggy one more time for giving me the topic. Love it. If anyone has any other ideas or any other topics they'd like to give to me, I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to talk about anything that you may feel interested in, maybe you want input on. I'm ready for it. Hopefully I can make this a new series, never give up on it, stay consistent. Um, and for anyone that does watch this video, or listen to this video, anyone that listens to this video, I just want to thank you all so much for listening, and thanks for watching session 1.